Okay guys, so this is a dry fitting. So this is the top that I was working on today. Remember I told y'all it's a little different from the other one. The other one more or less be like the corset like or whatever, however it kind of mimic the same, but this one is going to have the thin scraps on it, and then I'm have the bra things put in the inside. So this is the skirt that I'm working on. So when you start making your clothes, always give yourself enough wiggle room, because a lot of time when you make working with stiff material, you would think you cut it big enough, and when you get on there, if you don't consider the darts, because stiff fabric is not going to curve around your body, so you got to make the dart. So the dart in the front, this is the princess seam going all the way down. I'm going to have a split coming up the front of the leg. So you see I did the dry fitting on this. So this is the dress, and this fabric right here is actually some curtains I had. This was a pair of curtains, so gave myself enough wiggle room here on the sides. The back, see how the back is going to be. I'm going to have to make more of that left over. So I wind up, my intention was I wanted to be a little bit longer than this, but I didn't have enough fabric. So I was like, okay, I don't have enough. So I didn't have enough fabric to make it as long as I want it to be. But these is those traditional dresses, so you got to give yourself wiggle room for the darts in the back. So you're going to need, and that's why I say this dressmaking mannequin, if you want to get into making clothes, is very important. Now I haven't pressed this or did none. I just dry fit and put it together just to show y'all that when you draft it off of the dressmaking mannequin, this is the same one that we drafted in the video before with the tape. So you see how the fit is. So I'm going to iron it with the fleece interface and bra cups. The lining going to go in there and everything. And then this is for the zipper. It's going to go down the butt. So give yourself enough room. So don't be afraid to cut it too big. It's best for a skirt or something like this to be too big than too small. So a lot of times you're trying to follow your measurement. You don't want to do a lot of cutting, because to be honest, thinking out loud, you see how this is like right here at the butt. Like I got just very, you know what I mean? I got enough I could pull from here, but I should have gave it a little bit more wiggle room. You know, I should have gave a little bit more wiggle room, but that's what a zipper going to be. And you see how it'd be easy to find all your points and line it up. The two darts that goes into the back side seams, the back, to make it curve around the butt. You see, you just follow these lines right here, these points, the side seams. You follow everything, just line up. You see that? The front princess seam, this is for the dart go. Everything line up. Everything line up. Okay, this is the center. So everything lines up. So when you own one of these, this, especially when it's your size or you pad it to be your size, is like amazing. So like if you can't get one of those, try a half mannequin. See this one? So this is called, go ahead and just tear the phone up, okay? You're dropping it. Hold on. Y'all see this? This is a half torso mannequin. Now, you'll get those and they'll be like small, medium, large, and then you can get them in, excuse me, you can get them in plus size. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to show y'all, like, so I just took a pair of curtains that I don't use anymore before I cut the actual fabric, and just give yourself a dry fitting, because most people take muslin and before they cut out the actual fabric when you first start. But what I realized, sometimes muslin is higher than the dang on fabric. So I don't really buy muslin and do that. You know what I mean? I've been doing this now for a while, where you know, I'm knowing to give myself more wiggle room. That's why with this corset that we did, remember we put the seam allowance back in, because when you cut it like the tape, and if you don't put the seam allowance back in, it's going to be too small. But when you're making this a corset back, you can get away with it, because you can always put the ties and expand it to make it do what it do. But yes, this is pair of curtains that I got out of the closet. Like, you know what? I am not going to use these curtains anymore. How about cut it and kind of show them. So this is like a sort of like a mermaid style. So a lot of times they put a go day in there. If I had more fabric, I will put a go day in here and make it even bigger. So what a go day is, to make this expand, you cut a triangle piece, cut from here and cut like that. Let me show you. Let me mark it. I'm going to show y'all what a go day is. So like if I had enough fabric, I'll make this wider, but I didn't have enough fabric. This is only one panel of curtains. If I knew where the other panel was at, I don't have no idea where that's at. So this will be, and my markings, don't worry, they not even. But I'm just kind of giving y'all an idea what a go day is. So this will be a triangle piece that you would cut out of the back of the skirt, right? To do a go day, but you will put a bigger. So we'll cut, and it's all lopsided, but it'll line up with this seam. But you'll cut it and you'll make it bigger. Where, you know, you'll have it to be bigger in the back. So yeah. So like I say, these dresses, I'm like, okay, I don't have a lot of fabric, so I'm like, I don't want to make it all crazy. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making different ones. So when y'all see me when I put it together. So yeah, this, when it's pressed and ironed, where's my clothes? Is not cooperating. They ain't all right. Girl, make sure you good before you start rolling, okay? But anyway, yeah, so once this get pressed and everything, so it'll be a little different. So I just wanted to show y'all that that's how it would turn out. And I'll visit this another day. And oh, and this is gonna be a front split. So this mannequin gives me the perfect, exactly where my darts and all that type of stuff will be. So I'm very proud to have this mannequin. Like I say, this mannequin is my size, probably a little bit bigger than me now in the waist, but that's fine, because all I got to do is to get that waist smaller, just take it in right there and bring it down to the 30 inches. This is probably not 30 inches, 26. This is probably 30. So I'd rather bring the waist down to 26. But I like to have it on here because it have all the other points. And then if y'all can even see, it's kind of shaped like me. I made it to mimic my shape. So I just kept going and kept going and kept going. And I put interfacing. So this video is on there too, on my YouTube, where I did it. But yeah, so clothes to me is like a puzzle. Take your time, and yeah, it all line up. So I just wanted to show y'all. So I just kind of pinned it all together and kind of showing y'all how it will look, and once it's pressed, and the interfacing and the bra cups and stuff and stuff is in there, and you know, you'll kind of go from there. But the dress that they had the scraps, and I know I didn't say that right, and they went all the way through and laced up the back, and more of the back was out. So what they did, the back was out, so they probably kind of stopped it right here. These two panels weren't there, so the whole back was like a crisscross in the back. But yeah, so with that being said, guys, take your time, give yourself more wiggle room when you're working with stiff fabric. It's better to have something too big than too small. Definitely you want wiggle room for the butt. So when you got to put a zipper in, so if your measurements, if you are a 30, I would say that I will cut my waist, because you see these darts and all this stuff got to go in there. I say cut 35, 36, because you got to put the darts. You see what I'm saying? You got to put the side seams and the back for the zipper. So I always try to cut, but I didn't do it on this one. You cut that back bigger, because a lot of this fabric might fray, right? Damn it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to the damn phone. But a lot of this fabric might fray. So when you get ready to sew the zipper in, you will take that fresh end like that. So that's going to make it smaller. Because you see how you got to fold that over? Because you don't want to just do the raw end unless you serge it. It's going to fray. So you're going to fold that over. And then you're going to sew the zipper down, and it'll give you a clean finish versus just sewing it. You see how, like, already, let me show y'all. See already the fabric is starting to fray. So that's what happens. So that's why you do the lining and different stuff in there like that. But yeah, that is the dress. That's the one that we was working on earlier. So from that tape method. So you see that, do that tape method and you'll get them seams and all that. When it's pressed out, it's going to be beautiful. And then you know that these two pieces line right up with that princess seam. Okay? Everything just line up. See? From that tape method. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good Friday. Okay? Talk to y'all later. And thanks for watching my videos. Thank you guys for vibing with me. Thanks for, you know, just going along this journey. Like, this is something that I am really excited about. So if you have the desire and you want to make stuff and make clothes, just keep practicing. Sometimes you'll mess up. And like a lot of times I show my mistakes because that'll give somebody else, so if they mess up they won't give up, like, oh, that didn't turn out right. So sometimes I mess up, like the orange dress, y'all liking it and it's still coming along. I'm not 100% on how and what I want to do. So a lot of time I will start brainstorming, so I'm still like brainstorming. But when you look at a lot of the runway stuff, I got a no zipper and stuff is in the back. It's just still. So when you do a lot of that runway stuff, they do a lot of bold, different, out of this world type of stuff. So you guys have to, don't be afraid to be bold. So y'all gonna see a lot of stuff is gonna be bold. It's gonna be, you know, yeah, it's gonna be like that. So okay, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Just want to show the dry